And welcome back to another Trogly's Guitars. You usually don't see a white Gibson SG, but this thing is really cool looking. It's got that perfect aged cream look to it, and it's an 80s SG. 80s SGs are my favorite because they have the most logical design. If you notice, the input jack is not on the front, it is on the side, just like a Les Paul. That's why I love these things. Alright, this beauty comes in its original Gibson chainsaw case here. Case is in great shape. It's got both the logos still on it. All three latches are working just fine. Only semi-what flaw is this padding starting to fall inwards. And the typical remedy is just put a piece of tape there and then it'll stay. But besides that, no, it's in great shape. No funky odors or anything like that. I mean, you've got a few scratches on the Gibson logo, but nothing too bad in general. And pretty much the same thing with this guitar. This is just a very lightly used guitar. I would say it was probably played at like a church or something. I mean, there is a lot of play wear when you start getting in the nitty-gritty of it all. But at first glance, you might confuse it for a mint condition example. So let's take a look here. You have the 80s Gibson SG headstock here. Now, when you get in with the light, you can see there is some light scratches on there from changing strings and whatnot, but a relatively clean appearance any other time. Original nut, original frets. This guitar actually plays really well. I just cleaned and oiled the fretboard and frets, so they are looking good. You have the block inlay frets. No, block inlays, not block inlay frets. Alright, now the body. Not a lot of wear on the body. I mean, you can see the pickguard has lots of picking scratches when you look at it in the light. And this is the worst cosmetic damage on the guitar, in my opinion. You got a little bit of a ding there that went through the finish. So if you can live with that, you can live with the rest of the guitar, I'm sure. I'm not 100% sure on the originality of these speed knobs. They look a little bit too white, in my opinion, but yet they do give off kind of a glow under black light, so it's very possible that they are original. You can see in the light there's a little bit of a ding there. See if we can, there's a few right there. There. So, I mean, as you can see, I mean, there are some light dings here and there on the top. But you gotta look for them. And that's the main thing. There's another one there. You gotta look for these dings. And up here there's kind of just a blue mark there. Now the pickups, everything's pretty well stock on this guitar, except for the few exceptions, like potentially these, but I believe these are strap locks that were put on it. The back of the headstock here shows it's a 84 model, 93rd day of the year, 570th in production. And the Made in USA stamp is there, it's just not stamped too deeply. And Gibson Deluxe tuners. These things look awesome, I like those. No wonder that tuner there is kind of a red mark. Not sure what caused that, but it is there. And the back of the neck has some light black scuffing somehow. And then it looks like you have a little bit of stand rash there. And that's the main one you see. But it looks like there might be a light line there. I guess one thing I forgot on the front is that there's a little bit of an aging difference right there. And then right there, the color is a little bit more yellow. Now the back of the guitar appears very clean. You gotta hit it at the right angle. And then you do see there is some relatively minor buckle wear. I mean, there is quite a bit of it, but Once again, you got to get at the right angle to see this. And straight on, or even at most angles, you don't see it. And you have to get the light on it. Let's see if we can get focused here. Okay. So the pickups are the original Tarbacks. They use the Tarback pickups in these guys basically for over 10 years. These guys even still had the stickers on underneath them. Now all the electronics in there are stock. I believe some of them date to 80, but they're probably just using up old parts. I know a lot of the Spotlight Specials that I used to own were made in 83, and they came stock with 1980 pots and 1983. So in 83, 84, they must have got a good deal on new old stock 80s pots, I guess. One thing to mention though, this guitar, when it came to me, unfortunately during shipping one of the wires in here went loose. It's the wire that connects the bridge pickup to the toggle switch, so I have resoldered that, just so you know. So a little bit has been touched in there, but nothing too bad. So as far as originality, all original except for strap buttons, that touched up solder joint, and potentially these speed knobs. So overall, if you're looking for an SG that might not be a standard color, but honestly works really well, this could be the guitar for you. You can contact me on my Facebook page if you're interested in this guitar. Facebook.com/Troglys, Trogoys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.